YouTube. It's Sade here, and I'm coming to you guys, and I am starting my first video on YouTube. I am excited. I have been wanting to join the YouTube community since like 2018, but a lot of things happened in my life and I wasn't able to get started. I wanted to document my journey being a loose natural. But I said, you know what, it's 2024, new beginning. So I said, you know what, I am going to go on YouTube and I am going to share my microloc journey. So yeah, you guys, please hit that subscribe button. Help me work up a new family and take y'all with me on this journey. And I'm so excited because I am joining a new family, which is the Loc family. Y'all, I am so excited about this journey. I really am. So we're gonna get right into it. Please like, comment, share. Please join me on this journey, y'all. I got out of the shower this morning and I'm like, why can I be great today for my first video? I've been procrastinating, okay? I said I was going to start my first video when I hit my 3-month mark. I just could not wait. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off by talking about, just briefly, I'm going to talk about me starting as a loose natural, how long I was a loose natural, things like that. So I became a loose natural in 2018. Maybe like between August, September 2018. And I was a loose natural until January 10th of 2024. That is when I finally made the big decision, yay, to begin my loc journey. So from 2018 up until 2024. So that is, that's about 6 years, I'd say. And it was very hard to make that decision because I had just started to get into actually being a natural. Like, I finally had gotten my hair to the place I wanted it. I finally got the length that I wanted. I finally mastered how my hair would work. With different products. I experimented with a lot of products, and I had just I felt like I was just learning my hair when I finally decided to become a loose natural. So I was like, hey, why did you make that change? But I'll get into that. So for the most part of the year, I would wear my hair natural. I would always wear my hair in its natural state. I never would blow my hair out except for once a year. I would wait until like the colder months, like between like December and January, or even maybe February. So once a year I would go and do my blowouts. But yeah, you guys, so this was me in my blown out state. I can definitely tell y'all that I am definitely going to miss blowouts. I felt so sexy and free. Like, my hair was so silky. It was just amazing. So these are the times I would really just only wear my hair blown out for about a month after I would get it done. So these are a couple of pictures of my initial blowout. Throughout the year, I would always wear my hair natural. And most of my styles, it started off with twist outs because initially I did start with a big chop when I became natural. So my hair was very short, and my first styles that I would wear, my go-tos, were twist outs. I started with 2-strand twist outs until I finally mastered 3 strands, because 3 strands gave me more definition. I would do 2-strand twist outs, and by midweek, I would be needing to retwist my hair all over again because my definition would just fail. So that was my go-tos. Then I decided to start doing wash and goes. At first, I didn't care too much for doing wash and goes because I couldn't master them. If anybody that started off as a loose natural and had length and density, you all know about wash and goes. It is a struggle getting the perfect wash and go. It's either you're not using the right products or you using products that don't work together. It's just a nightmare. But I ended up perfecting wash and goes. So I ended up going from doing 2-strand and 3-strand twists to wash and goes. So that was my go-to. I would always wear wash and goes, and I'll insert pictures. Here is where I will give you guys like a montage of like different hairstyles that I would rock with me being natural. So here is a few pictures of me as a loose natural. I started off with a couple of wash and goes here. That's a twist out. Few twist outs here and there. That was professionally done. That was a flat twist out 3-strand here. And this is where I mastered my wash and goes. I was playing with a little color here. And again, another 3-strand twist out. So I did pretty good for myself when I was a loose natural. Now that y'all have seen how my hairstyles kind of was with me being a loose natural, now I'll get into telling y'all what motivated me into getting locks. So as y'all can see, like in the pictures and stuff, in the videos, as my hair began to get longer and thicker, it was just, I just got tired of dealing with my hair. It was, I mean, at first when I became a loose natural, it would take me just a couple hours. I'd say anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. That's how long it would take me to do my hair. And I would know that I would have to spend whatever day that I'm going to do my hair. I'm gonna, hold on y'all, let me adjust my camera just a tad. So, you know, I know that whatever, there we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my camera and my lighting good today. It's just, yeah, bear with me. Anyways, I knew what I would have to do. Like, I know I would have to take a whole day. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing. And I would always do my hair on the weekends. Forget doing it during the week. Couldn't do that. So, as my hair started getting longer and thicker, it was just starting to go from 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4, then 5. Then it was just a whole day. I was having to go, like, I would have to stop everything. I couldn't make any plans because if my hair is not done, you know, in the weekend, by the weekends, my hair, y'all, it started getting tore up from the floor up. Like, I would end up putting my hair in a puff. As soon as my hair, I couldn't wait, y'all. As a loose natural, I could not wait to where my hair can get in them cute little puffs. So yeah, by the end of the week, I was throwing my hair in a puff. So if anybody had plans for the weekends, I couldn't go because I had to designate a time and day to do my hair. Or I would just end up, you know, throwing my hair in a puff, slicking down my baby hairs, and just, you know, going. And so I ended up getting tired of that. I ended up, you know, towards the end, like I said, I started my lock journey January 10th, 2024. The last 2 months of before I went to get my establishment done, I was wearing my hair in a puff. I was wearing my hair in a low bun, low ponytail, and it was in its stretched state. I was not even wearing my hair natural anymore. Like I was, but I wasn't like doing anything to it. I was barely washing my hair, okay? Like I was going like 3 weeks not washing my hair. And that's not like me because before I got lazy, I was washing my hair like every 1 to 2 weeks. And that's why I got burnt out. So imagine being a loose natural and washing your hair every week, doing your hair every week. It really gets tiring. Your hands, like I literally, y'all, my hands would cramp. Like they would stick together from me doing twist outs and detangling my hair, and my hands would hurt. So I was like, you know what? I have to have a change. I don't want to go back to relaxed hair because my hair had progressed and just flourished so much in all of my years. In those little 5 to 6 years that I was a loose natural, my hair had flourished so much. My head was like my scalp was like soil, and I was just flourishing and just growing my hair. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And so I just was like, you know what, for now I'm starting to neglect my hair, and I don't want to do that. You know, I'd rather someone else help me. I don't want to do this anymore. And so that's what made me just be like, you know what, that was my motivation to get locks. I had been seeing so many pictures and videos on Instagram, on social media. Now, I live in Houston, Texas. I don't see too many people with sister locks or micro locks. I see more of the traditional locks. And then I did end up starting to see a little bit more people that I would come in contact with. And I would be like, wow, I really like her hair. Y'all, pardon me. I have 2 cats, and when they want my attention, they whine like little babies. So if y'all hear my cat in the background, my apologies. And he's such a cutie pie, but I'm trying to work here. So I started seeing a little bit more people in person. I started obsessing, y'all. I started obsessing over getting microlocs. Like, it was just everything that I could do. Every time I would be at home, laying in a bed or just chilling, I would be on Instagram looking at microlocs. I really was more so looking up sister locks, because I really didn't know about microlocs, the difference. So I'll talk about that when I go into my next point of just beginning this lock journey. But I started to see a lot of styles that I really liked, and I was like, wow, I really want to try that. It's a big decision. It's a big decision. You have to really put some thought into it, do your research, because it's not really it shouldn't be a quick decision. It's still going to be a lifetime change. It's actually a new lifestyle, so you really have to, make sure that this is something that you want to do. So after finally obsessing enough, and y'all, financially, I was having a hard time, and I still said, you know what, if not now, then when? And that's what I did. It was kind of impulsive, but not impulsive, because I did think it through the last few months into my loose natural journey. So I began to look for a loctician. So in Houston, let me back up slightly. A lot of locticians that I was seeing on social media, they were not local. I mean, a lot of these locticians were in Florida, Atlanta. The closest one that I saw that I really liked was in San Antonio. I actually really did not see any locticians here in Houston that I was interested in going to. It was just a certain look that I don't know. It's you know how sometimes when you see something and it's for you, you feel it. And there are things that you just know, like, that's not for me. And I actually Googled and searched sister locticians in Houston, Texas. And I came across some, and I just wasn't getting what I was looking for. I mean, when it comes to the neatness of how the grids look. And I didn't know about grids until I started researching. I would say from September, October of 2023, that's when I really started to actively doing research. And between November and December, by this time I was obsessed. Everything that I did, everything that I looked up was all about sister locks. So the grids that I was seeing and the work that I was seeing in a lot of the Houston locticians, I just wasn't liking it. So then I came across Naturally Cam, and y'all, I'm gonna give you her information. Amazing. She's looking at her pictures, looking at her work. She just spoke to me, and I was like, you know what? She's the one. She's the one, and she's here in Houston. So I go on her page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she was not accepting any new clients. I hit her up, I want to say probably in October, and she was not. And you could tell she had not accepted new clients in a long time. Just looking at her Instagram. So I actually commented, and I'll insert the picture here of the first picture that I saw, where she had said, this is the smallest that I do in microlocs. So I had started to realize that sister locks was pretty expensive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can afford it. So then that's how I saw microlocs. She had advertised a picture of her work where she had did microlocs, and they weren't too small, and they were really nice, because I really did not want to go for the traditional look. I didn't really want large locks. So when I saw that, I actually commented on it. She actually responded. So then I asked her a question in her DMs. She was responding, and I was like, wow, that was the first thing that I felt drew me to her, because she's not accepting clients. And the fact that she actually responded to my messages, and she was very quick, and she was you could tell in the way that she was talking, I just loved her spirit. And I was like, you know what, I am going to wait. I don't care if I have to wait till next year. I want to choose the best loctician, because from my research, I was seeing that it was just a lot of you know, concerns that I was having, making sure that the person was making the right decision on, you know, whether, you know, you should get sister locks or micro locks. What's your density? Like, it's just a lot of questions that I had, and she was answering them right then and there. And she told me, you know, hey, I'm not accepting clients right now, but she had a wait list. And I said, okay, I'm gonna sign up. I signed up for both of my emails on that wait list because I was just not, you know. And she even told me, I will try to remember to reach out to you. She didn't have to do that. And I felt special. She made me, as a potential new client, feel so good. She was like, I will try to reach out to you. So I signed up on the wait list. Literally, y'all, this is nobody but God. This is God, okay? Because literally, within a couple of weeks, and like, I remember it was like maybe 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning. It was very early in the morning. Like, I hadn't even risen for work yet. And I got email notifications saying that the wait list was opening. I was like, how is this? How? Like, are you kidding me? I was like, I just talked to her. She's not accepting new clients. Like, oh my gosh. And y'all, she personally reached out to me to let me know that her wait list had opened. And I knew right then and there, I said, she is the one. She is the one. And I just, that spoke volumes. I was like, I want this type of loctician. I want someone that I could connect with. And she's just giving me all these good vibes. So I went with Cam, Naturally Cam. The name of her salon is Naturally Kinky, or Natural Kinks, or something like that. I'll give you that confirmation in the description of this video. I'll definitely make sure that I give y'all her information. Because right now she is not accepting new clients, but in the future, if y'all are, you know, wanting to start a journey, definitely, if you're in the Houston area, definitely reach out to Cam. She's a great spirit. I just love her. She's amazing. And I will make another video talking about my experience, and I will go a little bit more into that. So, I ended up getting on the wait list finally. So then after I got on the wait list, I would say probably a week after I actually got off the wait list, she personally reached out to me and was giving me her consultation. So her availability, y'all, I'm going to be straight honest. I didn't even really have any money. I was doing horribly. My brother passed away in July. I tried to get through that time, and then I was already internalizing a lot of stress and frustrations, and then, you know, my mom and my dad was having a hard time. So financially, at that time, I was having a hard time. I was off of work. I literally had to take mental health days from work so I could cope. So that was around the time, like October, I was just now getting ready to go back to work because I had took time off from August to October. And so when she called me, I really did not have any money, y'all. Her consultation fee was $50. I didn't even have $50, okay? I didn't have $50. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. So I was so desperate. I was like, I want this consultation. I can't lose out. So I used one of my credit cards. And I said, I'm going to book this consultation. So I booked that consultation. And I want to say I booked that consultation October 23rd, I believe was the exact date that I had that consultation. And literally, y'all, the next day, I went to Fiesta with a good friend of mine. We was trying to make the TikTok chamoy pickle. So we was going to Fiesta, in the Mexican store here. If you're in Houston, Texas, everybody, you know about Fiesta. That's where all of the Hispanics go. That's where you can find all of the international food. So we was going there so we could get all of the stuff to make the chamoy pickle. And there was this woman who walked right in behind me. And I was, of course, y'all, I told y'all I was obsessed. So I saw her. She had blue tips. She had sister locks. I was like, oh my gosh. I was obsessing so bad at that time that I was looking at her around the store. She probably was like, why is this girl following me? So y'all, we get ready to check out. This lady came right in front of us. So I was all in her head looking at her hair because I was just so obsessed. And so I was like, ma'am, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Y'all, I'm so extra. I'm so dramatic. I was like, ma'am, I just booked me a consultation yesterday. I was like, I'm so excited. I was like, your hair is so pretty. And I was just like obsessing. Y'all, she had blue tips. So she told me her name was Miss Blue. So she was telling me, she was like, oh, thank you. She was like, I started my Sister Lock journey like 2 years ago. And she was like, I did it myself. I was like, what? You did it yourself? I was like, it looks really good. And she said her and her work partner, you know, they tag team. They work on heads together. And I was like, I just booked me a consultation. And I said, I already know she's going to be expensive. I said, I looked at her prices. I've been doing this research for a while. Y'all, I ended up checking out, walking out the store with this lady. I felt like I was bothering her. She really looked like she was in a rush, but she really stopped and talked to me. And she was like, well, I don't want to deter you from going to your consultation, because I told her it's in the salon. She told me that she does the work, and her friend, they're licensed beauticians. They specialize in locks, but they don't have their own salon. And so she said that, you know, they could do mine. And also, let me give you this information. When I went into that store, my friend actually came to my house in the middle of wash day for me. So y'all, my hair was twisted up. You know, if you're a loose natural, or if you have been a loose natural, you know that when you twist up your hair, when you deep condition it, you twist it up, and if your hair and all them big old twists, that's how I was in the store, y'all. So she was like, I don't want to deter you from going on your consultation. But she was like, I'm looking at your hair. She was like, you definitely qualify for Sister Locks. And I'm like, I ain't really sat in your chair. You ain't went through my hair yet, but okay, cool. All right. I already kind of figured I was a good candidate for Sister Locks, but I do have trouble areas in my hair, y'all, in my scalp. Like, there are some parts of my hair where I have breakage, and it looks like breakage, but it's actually growth, because, and I'll get into that later, but I feel like you really need to get with a loctician that's going to sit you down, which I'm sure she was going to do that when I actually go for establishment day. And so she was like, you know, go to your consultation. I said, well, dang, my consultation not for a couple of weeks. So she was like, well, we can do a consultation for you. She was like, we work all day. She was like, we'll get you done in one day. And she was like, we need to see you every 4 weeks if you get Sister Locks. Like, it's no question, like 4 weeks. You have to come every 4 weeks if you get Sister Locks. So I was like, okay, cool. So she gave me her information. She said once she got settled to where she was going to send me pictures and stuff. So she actually sent me her partner's TikTok page. There wasn't really many postings, but I could see a little bit at work, and her hair looked really, really good. But I still didn't get that calling that I felt from Naturally Cam. That's her page, Kamica. I didn't feel that nothing drew me like it did for Kamica. So I was like, you know, I struggled with it for a while. I had those two options. She told me straight up, all they were going to charge me was $500. And at the time, y'all, my pockets could only afford the $500. But I was like, this is, like, I don't want to take a chance on my hair. Like, I really want this to go well. I don't want to cheat myself by going with the cheapest option instead of going with someone that's going to be the best for me. So I struggled and struggled. They were going to get me done. December 18th was the first opening that they offered me. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, I said, this falls around my paychecks too. Okay, I like that. Then I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it around Christmas, because she offered me December 23rd. They offered me December 18th, December 23rd. I was like, cool, because my goal for myself was to start my lock journey for the new year. I wanted to begin my new year as just starting my lock journey. So I was like, you know what? Okay, so, and I was being in communication with her. I was asking her questions, because it was some things that I just was like, it's moving a little fast and I'm not really getting enough information. So I said, you know, book me there. You know, she said, as soon as you find out that you can't do it, let us know so we can get somebody else in. So I was like, okay, cool, because they were booked too. Even though they're not in the salon, I saw her in the store in October. The quickest that they can get me in was like December. So they were pretty busy too. So that was that. I ended up keeping my appointment. My appointment with Kamica for my consultation, that ended up coming, and I found out how much I had to pay. I was like, whoa, y'all, I'll tell y'all into another video, because I don't want this video, and yes, y'all can see my locks, but this video is not about getting into, you know, what to look out for, and that's going to be on my next video, and I'll talk to y'all about the cost and things like that. But yeah, I ended up having my consultation completed with Kamica, and I just decided that after that consultation, I was like, I'm going with Kamica, like, period. I don't care if I have to eat bread and water. Like, this is what I want to do. So yeah, that was, I ended up hitting up Miss Blue, and I ended up canceling my establishment, and I decided to go with Kamica. So I will, my next video, I will talk to you guys about if you are someone who are just looking, wanting a little bit more information on, is this the right decision for you? That's going to be on my next video, and I will post that probably within the next couple of days, because my goal is I do want to try to make a couple of videos a week. So yeah, that's going to be my next video. So you guys, again, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Hit that notification bell so you guys will know when I post. But my next video is basically going to be me talking about the pros and cons of, you know, getting started with your microlocks. So before I go, I do want y'all to see what I'm looking like. It is 2 months for me. January 10th was my first day. And y'all, what I want to add before I end this video, my very first retie appointment was supposed to be February 21st. But unfortunately, my job, I could not get the time off. And so, and in my next video, I will tell y'all why it is important that you are making the best decision for you to go on this journey. But my first retie appointment was supposed to be for January 21st. And unfortunately, I was not able to do that. And so when I tried to go and reschedule my first retie appointment that was scheduled by my loctician, the soonest appointment I could get was March 20th, which I'm still within the time frame that I need to be. That would make my first retie appointment go now from I think it was 6 weeks to now it's going to be 2 months. So unfortunately, that's what I had to do. So yes, it is time for my first retie, y'all. As you can see, like, I definitely have some new growth. I don't do anything to my edges, you guys. I really don't. In my next video, I'll talk to y'all a little bit more about my problem areas. In my future videos, I will talk to y'all about that. But this is 2 months status post my first microlock establishment. This is how I'm looking now. I'm hoping that y'all can see it. I'm hoping that I'm at a good angle. But I am going to show y'all some pictures and videos. But I'm loving it, y'all. This is the best decision I have ever made. I am just ecstatic. Like, I already feel like a new person. I just love it. And they already look different than how they looked when I first started. But I'm happy. I love it. But anyways, until the next video.